Alright, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we are on a full roll here. I think this is the third collection update. And we had also one concert update, which was Azazel, footage from that show. So it's a fourth update, let's call it like this, in 3 weeks. On a roll, definitely. Hard times we're living in. A lot of shit is happening all over the world, as you can see, as you probably know. So maybe this will help you to relax a bit. So grab a beer, we're gonna talk black metal today. Immediately, this update is done. Thank you, with thanks and appreciation to Smyrna and the person behind that project. We had Smyrna on the channel, we're going to talk about it today. This is a care package from him, much appreciated, thank you very much. It's his distro and his label. It's this one, as you can see, Monastery Metal. I leave the description, I'll leave the link in the description below, of course. And yeah, some stuff was sent for review. Thank you in trust, in putting your trust into me. And yeah, I really appreciate it. Amazing stuff, amazing label, amazing people also behind the label. Thank you. So yeah, with that said, of course, we're gonna have a beer also, German one, Meisterweisse, I think we had it, Bavarian one, should be really good. It's actually, I don't know, I rarely find it sometimes, but I do find it sometimes, I don't find it, it's pretty weird. So I can't remember if I think I liked it. I mean, all the German beers are really good. So yeah, hops and traditional German beers. A little bit sunny today. A lot of foam. Yeah. I think it's usually the case with Helle Weiss beer that you pour them and it has quite a lot of foam. A lot of people will say you're pouring it in a shit way. Of course I do, because I'm looking at the camera. So I guess we're gonna pour it and wait till it goes down a little bit. But beautiful head here. Everything is beautiful. The color is beautiful. Yeah. And I can already smell the aroma. Okay. Let it stay here for a while, and let's fucking really get our minds off the shit that's happening in the world almost every fucking day, and let's talk some black metal, right? There you go. The first one we're talking about is this one. This is Fragments and Smyrna split. Like I said, we already talked in depth about Smyrna in February, when they played Halls of Winter Festival. I bought a tape there from them. Also, it was self-titled EP, 2021 released. The band itself, of course, is established in 2020, I think, from Czech Republic and Slovakia. Members come from black metal, of course. Fragments. Let's talk a little bit of history about Fragments. So Fragments is a project based out of Slovakia. Established in 2002, one-man project. It's basically dark ambient with orchestral elements, and what the author describes sometimes is even apocalyptic electronics. So yeah, like I said, we talked about Smyrna, about their stellar performance on Halls of Winter. You can check that video out. The festival video is on the channel. The update on the EP is also on the channel. We talked in depth about the style of Smyrna, their stellar stage performance, how they're deep into the atmosphere. We talked about the name, that it might mean goddess, might mean mira, which is a scent of church, you know, those scents that they do in church, or a Greek city. We also discussed that one. So let's talk about this one. This is Concilium. Of course, first you need to take a look at the cover, and you can understand that it's going to be pretty medieval topic. And this is 2025 released, 200 copies. Concilium, like I said, it's a Latin word which means council or a meeting. This is a conceptual piece of work. Believe it or not, it is. Taking a look here, you can see Smyrna. A little bit of information, which you can pause and read. Let's take a look at the back, and you have fragments here as well. Again, a little bit of information. As you can see on the bottom, it says the album is dedicated to the Council of Constance. So, of course, we're going to talk about that. There's a little bit history. In order to understand this release, you need to know the history. So, like I said, the album basically is called Council or a Meeting. It revolves around Papal Schism, or Pope Schism, which was an event that took place in 1378 to 1417, basically. What it means is it's a split. It was a split in a Roman Catholic Church. So what happened is there were a lot of people, maybe 3 or 4 basically high-ranking priests, who started to declare that they are the one and only Pope. So a lot of conflicts arose through from that. Of course, a lot of, you can say, riots, not really much of some local wars, some conflicts. So the church was kind of split, right? So eventually they got tired of it, and they did this Council of Constance, which took place in 1414 and lasted till 1418. And what they did there, they finally elected, they made rules that there could be only one pope. They elected Martin V. So it was considered like a big event in the Christian world, the restoration of unity. And it was also at that time, it was like the largest congress on diplomatic level and on a theological level that ever took place in Europe. So thousands and thousands of people gathered there, and they were discussing, you know, heresy, for example. They were discussing. Of course, they wouldn't be Christians if they didn't fuck shit up there, and of course they did. So of course the story is like, oh, unity and everything, yeah, but they also talked heresy, and they did some really retarded things. Shouldn't have said that word. Probably gonna get banned from YouTube. Age restricted. Have you seen that? Now we're getting age restricted stuff. Anyway, they did some stupid, of course, shit there. It comes on the black, so I won't bother taking it out. One of the most stupidest thing that they did is that they called up, of course, everybody needs to be there, and what was the name? Jan Gus, or Jan Gus from Czech Republic. He was the main priest there in Czech Republic. He basically came over, and he was a reformist. He, from what I understood, he was against the church's wealth. He was against the church selling blessings for money, and he had some ideas about the roles of the disciples of the Christ, like, you know. So he was really ahead of its time, and he was a reformist. Of course, he came in. They promised that everything would be all right, everything would be dandy and fine, and guess what they did? They accused him on heresy and burned him on the cross. Of course, after this, there was a lot of rioting going on, especially in his hometown of Bohemia, because he was one of the founders of Husitism, which is Czech Protestantism, basically. So a little bit of a branch from Christianity, yeah. And people there were really pissed. There was something also called as, I think it's called Hussinian Wars or something like that, yeah. So there was a big conflict around it. Eventually it was settled, but yeah, they burned him on the stake for heresy, when he said that you are too rich, you know, you're asking for money from people, but you know, maybe you should stop doing that. And yeah, they burned him on the cross, burned him on the stake for that. And guess what? They only apologized for this in 1999. Imagine that. Okay, enough of history. Let's talk a little bit about the album itself. Songs here, they are not in a traditional way of split. You know, one side is Smyrna, one side is fragments. It's another composition in level here. Songs go. So, for example, fragments start, then Smyrna continues. So let's talk a little bit about fragments. It has a very strong orchestral elements. You feel like the choir is singing. There's church chants there. It submerges you in this atmosphere, like you are actually on a secret meeting in a church and you're discussing something, and it actually gives you this atmosphere of mystique and mystery, and a little bit of more maybe haunting atmosphere is provided, because I think the drums here are very strong, even though it's like the project is this project is like I said, more ambient, but the atmosphere there is brilliant. On a more slower passages, you can hear the bells, the whispers, everything that you would expect to be like in those times in a church, and like I said, on a ceremony or in a secret meeting. Smyrna, on the other hand, of course, plays black metal. It's a little bit epic, a little bit tough. I feel that maybe rough, tough, because it kind of resembles those times. And the vocals they're like echo vocals. Again, you can feel maybe you're in the castle or you're in one of those old cities, yeah, where the meeting took place, yeah, and you know the place is hollow, the voices are echoing from wall to wall. So again, brilliant vocals here on this release, and sometimes they go into full howling mode. Lyrics, as I found out, are written in Old Czech, and they are timepieces from apparently that time. Smyrna comes off as very rageful, and the interesting part that I noticed for me, that I feel that Smyrna not only rageful, but they add something that I would describe only as authoritarian contrast. We're talking about church here, we're talking about their meeting, we're talking about the power on this album, and we're talking about burning people alive on stakes for heresy. So there has to be some authoritarian stuff there, and you can feel it on this release. It's epic, dramatic at parts, yet it's very deeply submerges you in the atmosphere of medieval times. There is an acoustic passage that is done by Smyrna, basically slow guitar, very also feels like a very medieval, and then it bursts like a flame into this black metal rage, basically. Stellar stuff. I think for me, I'm gonna say it, this is probably the best Smyrna that I've heard. Like the EP was brilliant, but this is like on a level of close to a masterpiece for me. I wish there were more tracks from Smyrna in this vein on this release, but hey, maybe we'll get a new album, for example, soon. So yeah, this is a long fucking rant about a great release. Also, I want to mention that I really think that this is one of the best splits ever, because it's done in a right way. Everything is done perfectly with understanding of how to do a conceptual work on this kind of topic. So yeah, if you have a chance, it's like I said, I'll link the shop, the label. Go check it out, go listen to it, and go buy it. So yeah, Smyrna and Fragments on Concilium, a brilliant split. Now we can have a beer after 14 minutes of rambling. Cheers. Oh, sorry. Brilliant. Let's see if I can pour it properly now. Yeah, this is a brilliant beer. I remember, it's so refreshing. Oh, you gotta leave it to the Germans. They know how to do shit right. If you know what I mean. Okay. And by the way, we're moving to Germany next. So, monastery metal release here. Let's take a closer look at this one. This is a pretty hard name for me. Verhinderer from Germany. Established in 2003, run by one man, goes by the name of Bettler. So Verhinderer, I tried to research it. It's basically a lot of sites give me it's either the forbitter or preventer. So that's the name. This is the third full-length album. Like I said, established in 2003, so has been very productive. Heimat Blik is the name of the album. Very old school looking cover here, very fantasy like. So Heimat Blik. Heimat, sometimes you can translate it to home, but it actually goes deeper into the meaning. There's no word that can translate it. It's like a German thing. So we're gonna go with home, and Blik is a view, as I understand. So home view. But Heimat, when I did the research, it says it's a feeling to a place, a strong feeling to a place, to a native region, or a feeling to belonging to this place. And the author himself says that the album is a journey through inner landscapes. So there you go. Let's take a look here. A little bit of traditional black metal. So everything is done perfectly. The label here. Monster Records, and the lyrics on the back. Tape is also done in a pro way, no stickers, which is always appreciated because sometimes the stickers peel off. I prefer more the paint job or print, as you can say, yeah. So everything is done in a perfect way. It starts off very beautiful with somber passage, transitions into a little bit of ambience. And the ambience is a bit hypnotizing, you know. And then it erupts into this blasting, uncompromising, fierce black metal. The vocals are shrieks. And the whole thing is like on the edge of raw black metal. It toys with this idea of black metal. The riffs themselves sometimes transform into melancholic, almost melodic melodies. Thus, they are very memorable. So the whole album is very, very good. I think there is a vinyl version also, but it's already done by another label, I think. This release is limited to 100 copies. So yeah, another stellar release. Brilliant stuff. If you like that kind of black metal that I described you right now, go check them out. Verhinderer from Germany, you know. Stuff is really, really good. And we're moving forward. Cheers, guys. Don't worry, the next ones are gonna be pretty fast, because when I listened to them, it was really easy to explore and understand the other two bands that we're gonna have a look at. As you can see, another pro tape. This one is Death Row from Italy, an eerie sound of slow awakening. Again, very medieval, very kind of black metal cover. The band was established in 2005 by a guy called Thorns. It's one-man project. This is a 2014 release. It's fourth full-length album. This is, again, let's take a look at the label here. Songs. There you go, recorded. And stuff like that, the sigil here, but the cover is pretty awesome, yeah. Again, medieval feel, but this is more of a homage to a traditional black metal sound. And when you listen to it, it's like straightforward traditional black metal sound, but it has a twist. And the twist is that I definitely, for sure, 100% feel the elements of thrash metal influence there. It's fast, it's riffy, it's almost a little bit black and rollish, And the most giveaway factor, of course, is that the vocals, they go from traditional black metal vocals, yeah, to basically, as I would describe, a thrash vocals, yeah. Like they're clean, but they're a bit screaming. I don't know, maybe like Slayer, Creator, stuff like that. So it definitely has that vibe in there. Again, it's really good. It's really fast. If you like it, no bullshit black metal, like straight to the point, Death Row is definitely for you. From Italy, I think Italy is more famous for maybe kind of atmospheric, depressive projects in the past, but this one is definitely deserves your attention. And the most interesting thing would be is you can imagine this band playing live, like you know, if they play somewhere like in, you know, Chile or Rio, you know, where the crowds go wild. If they just played this full album, you know, it would be insanity in the whole. It's so vibing, it's so like kind of refreshing and fresh. There's no, you know, long, boring passages. You know, you have to be really, really good in order to make atmospheric black metal. In this case, of course, it's not atmospheric black metal, but you know what I mean. You know, like Marduk. You know, blast your face away. So this is pretty much it. This is Death Row from Italy. Eerie sound of slow awakening. Okay, one CD left. Cheers. I actually argued with myself if I should show you the next CD or not. Why? Because I had an idea to do a promo episode. This is going to be a promo CD. But since it came from one batch and sent by one record label, I decided to show it to you anyway. So it has some stuff here. We don't need to take it out. So this is Necromanth from Czech Republic, also established in 2023. This is a promo. So they have a demo and a split. And this is a promo. It's unreleased material yet. It's pure old school satanic black metal. There are 3 tracks. As I understand, they're coming from the new upcoming album. We're going to take a look at the paper there. It's 16 minutes long. Tracks are here, and the CD is here. So basically, yeah, we can do it like this and talk. There's no card here or anything like that. It's pretty much DIY stuff. So like I said, it's I also have to mention that the band shares a member with Smyrna. This one has a little bit spice to it. It spices things up by mixing traditional shrieks, the vocals, with deeply, almost bestial grounds. It's fast. It's basically an assault on your conscience. Riffs are memorable. Drums are like machine gun fire. It's in your face. It's not holding back. It's just pure fucking black metal. Fast and good. No bullshit. Comes with a sticker. Necromanth Bandcamp is here. All links will be in the description below. Really curious to check out the full-length album, of course. When it comes out, comes with a piece of paper which says, wait, what is it? Track 3, 4 and 5 from taken from the upcoming album, Pure Antichrist Terror. So you already understand by the name of the album what you're getting it. Available on physical digital release, true horned black metal. Hail the separate. There you go. Do you really need anything more than this to explain what the music sounds here like this? Stellar, old school, satanic black metal from Necromanth, Czech Republic. Great stuff. And there you go, we are done. Like I said, fast update, but really good one. So, what can I say? Right now, I think I'm... Let's put it like this. Right now, I think I'm done with the updates. They are, of course, gonna resume, but Not in September, I hope. Maybe there is gonna be one live update from September. The band, we have a band coming in. Maybe I'll film that one. But yeah, it's been hell of a ride, hell of a September. Like I said, 4 updates in total. Maybe one more is coming. The total, I mean, in a month. There was one in October. Thanks for sticking around. Like I said, crazy times. A lot of crazy, shitty news coming up in the world. A lot of things are happening. I hope you find this update joyful, at least. What can I say more? As usual, stay frosty, stay safe, think for yourself, stay fucking black metal. I'll see you around.